Be gay, do crime, now seen as a sort of meme passed around in queer circles in the community, once stemmed from a debate over whether homosexuality should be considered a kind of sexual deviance in and of itself. A conversation that began raging as early as the 1860s in America. The belief was that those people, the queers, and especially gay men, were seen as more likely to be the cause of crime. Many very unscientific attempts were made to explain this, most of which have fallen flat in modern criminology and discourse. This mindset did, however, form the basis for the oppression of minorities, among other things. And what came of it was the necessity of crime in the gay community because of systemic forces straining and conflicting against them to conform to impossible paths of living given their intersecting economic, racial, and gender and sexual identities. While we can look back on that history and scoff at the naivete displayed, much of those beliefs and thinkings have survived today in the form of what we now recognize as homophobia. And unfortunately, it all starts young. While it is true that general acceptance in our great nation of the LGBTQ+ community and individuals has gone up, many queer youth continue to feel as though they cannot be themselves, cannot live authentically, and are pressured to perform, put on a mask for the invisibly loud, hegemonic voices of society. The data shows this. Queer youth face more bullying, physical abuse, and sexual abuse than their heterosexual and cisgender peers. This strain can explain why many queer youth fall deeper into systems of oppression and can lead to higher levels of anxiety, depression, be responsible for poor academic performance, substance use, mental health problems, and suicidality. The natural response to this is that inevitable feeling of being trapped, as though we have nowhere to turn to in order to escape the pro-hegemonistic and heteronormative environment of home and school life. There is a point in which people find themselves in the situation of being unable to attain what they want, what they need, by legal means. And it only takes one decision to spiral into criminality. And once you've broken the law once to survive, well, why not do it again? Why not continue to do it? The system is fucked. The rich get richer, the poor gets poorer. And the punishment couldn't possibly get worse, right? But where do we draw the line? The need for survival becomes the need for comfort, becomes the need for excess, and now we can see why there are more and more laws being made to disadvantage the poor. Power is not sought after simply to say one has it. Power is used, and power wants to be kept. With power, you decide what the law is, and by extension, you influence others' perception of what is right and wrong. For those with authority to make their actions legal, why wouldn't they make it harder for others to do what they want, if it means you have an easier time doing what you want? Up on top of society, there sits great powers. Powers who we are made to believe we must defeat, one at a time, within the rules they set up, while they make themselves more invulnerable with every passing day. There are real warriors in our past and in our present who fought and are fighting the powers, but an inevitability in fighting is a transformation from warriors to criminals, when simply fighting becomes illegal. Do we stop fighting? No. Not now. Not ever. So we'll continue to be gay and continue to do crime. And above all, continue to have hope that someday be gay, do crime will solely be a meme and never again be a reality.